a lot of people that you'll hear say, well, you have to be a black belt to be a referee. Okay, that's not true. All right. I know a lot of black belts who make absolutely horrible refs. Okay, just because you've been a student of the game for a long time does not mean that you know all the rules. I mean, here, 4 of us over there just messing around with the rules. Okay, so what it's a matter of, what I look for, what I want to see in my refs is I want to see willingness to learn. I want to see smarts and trying to, better your referee skills. I want to see composure, and I want to see just a willingness to want to ref. I'm going to tell you this right now. Refereeing is the hardest job. Okay, all these guys will tell you the job sometimes sucks. It really does. However, it's a way for you to make not a ton of money. It's a way for you to make a little bit of money doing something that you love in the sport of jiu-jitsu. You'll find that a lot of people actually, they might give you all the crap in the world up front, but when it comes down to it, every time you see these coaches yelling at these refs, later on they're apologizing. You get respect for it if you do hard work. Okay, and I'll tell you this right off the bat: you guys will make mistakes. It's going to happen. I say that every tournament. It's going to happen. You're going to make mistakes. It's not a matter of dwelling on the mistakes you made. It's a matter of learning from the mistakes you made and being able to move on and try not to make that same mistake twice. Okay.
You're going to get your most experiences from the tournaments, and that's where you're going to see the most of your mistakes. Like you were saying, all you guys are going to make mistakes when you start refereeing. You can look at football, you can look at baseball, and there's referees out there that hate themselves for making bad calls, but it happens. It's going to happen. The bad part about it is that, like with football, the audience is out in the stands and they can't get to the football and yell at to the floor and yell at the referee. To where here, we're this close to the upset coach or the upset parent, and they will get in your face. Sometimes they'll step on the mat. The best thing to do in that situation, in my opinion, is to acknowledge the individual and let them know, hey, I have to move on to the next match. If you would like, I can get Brett over here for you. I can get Fadi over here. I can get Eddie over here, and have them talk to you. But I need to get on to the next match.
All right, now I'm going to interrupt, and I'm going to interrupt you once there. I'm going to say this too. Guys, don't get drawn out into a fight with a coach, okay? They're going to insult you. They're going to do, what belt are you? What belt? Who cares what belt am I? Don't answer them, okay? I don't want anyone answering them. Say, excuse me, sir, can you please step off the mat? If you have a problem, go see Brett, go see Fatty, go see Eddie. Don't engage the coaches, okay? Because they will make your life hell and they will slow down your day.
This is a sport. It's not real fighting, right? It's a game. There's many different strategies to win this game. And one of the strategies is to have the right coach there. There are several coaches out there that are very good, and I've learned from listening from them how to coach. And they'll be on the sideline, even if it's a crappy takedown, but if you end up on the ground, I'm gonna go, that was a takedown, ref, that was a takedown. And I'm like, man, that really wasn't a takedown, but, and then the ref goes, and that's not, the coaches. The coach is supposed to try to get you those points. It's his responsibility. That's part of the strategy also that your coach can use to help you win. So you gotta, that's why I say you gotta almost tune out what the crowd is saying and what the coaches are saying, but not 100%. You gotta somewhat listen to them too and go, oh, yeah, that's right. Don't feel intimidated. You're the head ref. I've made calls to where somebody, it was clear as day, they took a full mount and I just stood there and I was like, that's not a mount, that's not a mount, that's not a mount. And then I asked Roy later and Roy's like, yeah, dude, that's a mount. I was like, oh. There's nothing I could do about it. I couldn't go back and take the points, but the coach was yelling at me, that was a mount, that was a mount. And I was like, no, that's not a mount, that's not a mount. And it was clearly a mount. So,
guys, here's the thing too. The way we're gonna run this is that one of you that just signed up today, interested, want to come back and actually do it, you'll be paired with an experienced referee. Right? You'll be sitting on the table, you'll be watching, and you'll be monitoring and looking, okay? And from time to time, the referee will come and say, okay, man, let's go. Let's come out for one. And we'll have probably 2 referees with you, and one of them will probably be out with you a little bit and just kind of tell you, hey, man, just those 2 points there. That type of thing, okay? We're not going to sit there and embarrass you. Hey, dude, you missed. No, we're not going to do it, okay?
Yeah, definitely don't do that to another ref, guys. If you're over here and you got your match going on and you see something else going on the other mat,
The other thing, the experienced guy is gonna be in the table and the beginning guy is gonna be in the mat. If I saw that he missed the points, I put it.
Yeah, the referee at the table will give
You know what I'm
missed
saying?
points. Now, here's the thing, guys starting out,
I don't say nothing. but I do it.
before you give points and you think that the table ref missed, you might want to ask the guy, okay? Because you guys are still learning. You don't want to accidentally go and start putting points and then have the experienced guy say, no, dude, that wasn't a sweep. You might want to maybe write down 2 points. Hey, I saw this happen, 2 points. Then maybe on a timeout or something like that, ask your ref, okay? Say, hey, I saw that. Was that the guy there goes, oh wow, that was. You're right. We'll give the 2 points. Or he goes, no, that wasn't because of this and that. That's your learning experience. Say, okay, all right. All right.
the other thing that Brett doesn't want is us watching video.
Yes.
I got it on video, I'll show you.
Nope. No video.
That's all
Guys,
right. I got time. I got
if you
time.
watch video, we will be there all day watching videos. I don't watch videos. Sorry, don't watch them. Okay, I just want to show you because it was. Sorry, don't watch them. I don't watch them. Okay. If you're going to give 2 sets of points, as Eddie was saying, don't do this, or well, don't do that. Don't do this, and then this. Okay, because the table person might think, oh, was he needing to give 4? So 3, 4.
I'll bring my hand down, I'll make fist, and then I'll come right back up. And you're gonna get to know your timer, and you can let them know, hey, this is 3, then I'll bring my hand down and I'll give you another 4. Every time I hit my hand, it means wipe it out or whatever. So you get to, like I said, you guys will make your own little tricks here and there. And whoever your time table person is or the other referee, they'll understand your communication.
Now, careful your timeouts. Don't be calling timeout when you see a submission thrown on. Okay? We do not put people back into submissions. So if there is, and we'll get into this, but when somebody is having somebody in an arm bar and they're rolling out, okay, you can't say, okay, stop. All right, here we go, full arm bar, go. Okay, we're not going to do that kind of stuff. Guys, here's the thing about sweeps. Let me let you know about this. This is probably one of the areas in which most of the calls are missed. And this is one of the areas in which most of the coaches get mad. Okay? So a lot of these sweeps happen quickly. A lot of them are not clean, like technique, like you do in class. Okay? So you just got to be on top of it the best you can.
If you do a land a successful takedown and both of you all land out of bounds, how is that?
That's a good question.
That is a great question because
Out of the what?
Happens all the time. Happens all the time.
we have a designated area, and I think it's 20 by 20.
Our
Right.
rings are 18 by 18.
18 by 18.
With a
Reset.
border.
Okay?
I think it's referee call.
It's the referee's call, definitely. It's just going to depend because there's going to be times where I'm going to let it go out of bounds, and then the coach is going to complain, dude, that was out of bounds. How you giving me those points? Man, it's my decision. I get to decide. I'm the referee. You're the coach. You coach. Let me ref. So it's your decision. If it goes out of bounds and it's nowhere near a takedown, but let's say he's pushing him out, and he's pushing him out, he's pushing him out, and then finally I decided to go. He was already out. I could have stopped it before then. If he gets the takedown, I might stop it and go, okay, you got the takedown, let's move back over here. I'll still give the 2 points. It's really your call, the referee's call. And that's one of the things that we need to understand is that you guys have full control of that 18 by 18.
Now, there is a part to that. If you see a guy avoid the takedown, they're in the middle of the takedown, and Raul runs out of bounds.
Hops out.
Hops out of bounds. Are we calling that a takedown or are we calling that minus
I'm
points?
giving it a takedown. 2 points.
We're giving them the 2 points on that one, okay? Because that's literally avoiding the takedown.
You're deliberately running away out of bounds. I'm gonna give you the takedown.
It's different if the
I'll bring
guy,
you back to the center and have you guys start again.
it's different if the guy way over here and he grab me and I go with him and I try to fight with him and I go outside and I still fighting and he take me down. I think it's not takedown.
No takedown.
We start again
We
because
start-
I'm fighting for that.
Yeah.
But you guys should know, you guys will be able to see the difference of what's a fight and what's a real avoidance of a takedown. Okay?
If there's another mat on that side, I would more than likely let that takedown happen outside of bounds. But if we're getting close to the edge, let's say I'm on the edge mat, mat number 10 or 1 or whatever, and this is nothing but concrete over here and spectators, I would stop it before it
Gets,
gets
oh,
So
yeah, guys, remember, safety is number one, okay?
that's what's the most important thing. You are somewhat responsible for the 2 guys in here competing, okay? So those 18 by 18, like I said, you're responsible for, and when those guys step in here, you're responsible for them. They're gonna do their thing, and injuries are gonna happen. We don't want them to happen, and that's why the referee is there. That's what determines what is that, a jiu-jitsu match in a massacre, is the referee. That's what it determines.
Okay, so Roy gets an arm bar, okay? Guys, this is out of position, okay? This is in position. I can see his arm, I can see his face. Okay, if the guy is gonna tap, he's probably gonna tap somewhere up here. I can see it. I can't see it. I can't see his face, I can't see his arm. Okay, that makes sense. Now, if I know it's getting close, I can do this. If I'm here, I can start getting close. Guys, what I want is tap. That's how you're stopping the fight. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's you stopping the fight. Okay? So if I start seeing it go, and I know I'm looking, and he starts tapping, guys, I'll go, ho, ho, stop. Okay? Now, I will say this. There has been mistakes made where he wasn't tapping. He was moving his arm or something like that. Sorry. I thought it was a tap. It looked like a tap to me. Match is over. Okay? That's if you see. Okay, I see that like little thing. I wasn't tapping. It was just if I see one motion. I don't care. It doesn't have to be 2. It doesn't have to be 3. I see one motion. That's a tap. Verbal, guys. You hear a guy go ah. Match is over. I wasn't tapping. I was just no. You just tapped. Okay. You hear that? Match is over.
So for instance, if we're here like this, and he's got the armbar going, he starts to apply the pressure, and Raul puts his hand up like this, like he's gonna tap on the shoulder right here, right? I know that that's real close. As soon as I see him go, boom, I'm gonna stop that. Regardless of whether he taps or not, it was obvious that he was ready to tap, and that's why he put his hand there. Otherwise, his hand would be over here trying to pull something, grab his own wrist or something, right? So, yeah, you have to be alert as to what's happening. That's why Brett doesn't want you on the blind side going over here going, oh, that's pretty cool. And you got to be over here. You guys see what's going on. And it's okay to be here like this and get ready to stop it. You can do this. I would probably do this so that he can't continue to apply the pressure. Just get creative with it, you know. So
The guy screams to pull his arm out.
Guy screams to pull his arm out. I'm calling it.
TI is like a
Yeah, you hear verbal. That's a tap.
Yeah, but sometimes the guy scream, no, what you do? What you stop? I don't scream because I got a string.
You know.
What you stop?
Okay, guys, and here's the thing. And don't be all, man, I did that because, no, just go, okay, man, next time. That's it. That's it. Okay?
I speak Greek.
You speak Greek. Okay, guillotine. From
standing
guard.
or
On guard.
from guard.
Oh, we got to talk about guillotine.
I know.
All right, guys. He's got him in guillotine. Once again, I'm out of position. I'm out of position. When you see chokes, you're down. You're looking at that person's eye. When you see that 1,000-mile stare, you stop the fight if the guy hadn't tapped already. Okay? Sometimes I can see it. If they're getting red, I'm like, you okay? You okay? Give me a thumbs up. He's okay. I'm letting it go. You okay? You okay? Doesn't do anything? Stop. Okay? I'm on this side. I'm looking at his hand over here, and I'm looking at his face over there. Now, here's the thing, too. Referee on the table. Let's say we're in here, okay, and you guillotine. and I'm watching, and he's not tapping with this hand, he's tapping with that hand, and the table referee sees it. Table referee can yell out, he tapped! Okay, but we're probably, actually, let me take that back. We're probably gonna have to come up with another code word. Because I can see everyone on the table saying, or everyone around saying he tapped to stop the fight. That's the biggest problem.
Time or something.
Yeah, we'll have to, we'll probably come up.
something.
We'll throw something out. We'll come up with something. I'll email you guys what we're gonna do, but we'll have our own little thing so people can't mess us up, okay?
We drop something to the judge.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
You
time,
will
all
get
time.
parents
Yeah.
and coaches that'll scream, he's tapping or he tapped.
Tire iron.
And then you're looking, you stop the fight and nobody's tapping. The guy says, I didn't tap. The
Yeah.
guy says, I didn't feel anything.
Okay, guys. Speaking of that, another one. Feet. Standing guillotine. Roy is. We won't do this. Roy is lifting him up off the mat. No good. Okay. Extension. Yeah. Lifting off the mat, walking around. Put him back down again. Got to tell him, put him down. Okay? There's way too many injuries that's going to happen. And by the way, we're taking out standing guillotines for kids. Kids standing guillotines is out. Okay? Guys, here's the thing. At the last tournament, I allowed standing guillotines for kids. I saw too many kids up in the standing guillotine and they drive down the mat. I don't want that happening at my tournaments, okay? No standing guillotine for kids. You start seeing it happen, remind the kid. Okay? If I have any of you guys dealing with teenagers and below, that's 17 and below, you guys can tap them. Okay? If I see a straight arm bar and it looks nasty and this kid's like 15 years old, I'm gonna say, hey dude, stop, you're done.
I've done it for adults too. I had this girl, she wouldn't tap, and her arm was, I was like, and I was there, and I was like, what? And the other competitor was looking at me going, really? I was like, yeah, it's done, stop it. She didn't complain, she was just like, stop it. But it's like, she wasn't gonna tap. She had that Gracie look on her, like, break it, I don't care.
Let the adults go a little bit further. Kids, you tap. And guys, here's the thing. I'm going to say this right off the bat. Understand this, very big. If you tap a kid and a parent or a coach gets pissed, have them see me. I will stand by you 100% for tapping somebody and protecting their kid from getting hurt. I will take the blame for it. If you did it too early, don't worry about it. I'll take the blame for it, okay? I'd rather you be more cautious with their well-being than, I hate to say it, a medal, okay? It's not worth it. It really is not worth it. There's no money on the line. Well, some of the tournaments are money on the line. But for the most part, there's no money on the line.
Not with kids.
It's not worth it. Parents decides to put their kid in with the adult divisions. That means that they have agreed to go with the adult division rules.
Right, so you're not gonna tap teams out.
That's your discretion. Now, that's the discretion of the referee. The referee wants to save him, he can. But I'm going to say that we're going to try to discourage as much as we can for teenagers going with adults. I mean, I'm sure everyone saw that disgusting video of that kid getting paralyzed, and I don't want that at one of my tournaments. Okay, so we're going to try to discourage that as much as possible from now on. There should be plenty of a competition in their brackets and with their stuff. So here's the number one thing I'm going to ask from you guys is, if you guys choose to work for me after this is over, I expect punctuality. Okay, I say be somewhere at 8:30. Don't show up at 8:45. It's not acceptable. I have to keep with a strict schedule for my tournaments. I expect my staff to keep to a strict schedule with me. Okay. I'm glad I have this opportunity to tell you now that I'm not yelling at right before a tournament. So I'm going to say this now. The new structure that I'm going to have in place is a minimum of 2 refs per table. Okay. So the referee who's in the middle of the mat gets to switch back and forth with the referee on the table. That means that your duties are literally, you don't have to work as hard standing up on your feet all day. So that also means that when I turn around and I say, where's so-and-so, and say, oh, so-and-so went to the bathroom. But so-and-so didn't tell me that they were leaving. Unacceptable. All right? the thing that slows down a tournament and the thing that makes a tournament crappy is waiting. And if I have a down mat that's not running, that means somebody is waiting. That's not acceptable, okay? So here's the deal. If for whatever reason you have to leave a table, there's gonna be 3 people that you can contact and talk to about that. It was myself, Fatty Corey, who's not here and you'll meet, and Eddie Avalar. Those are the 3 people that if you don't tell either one of us that you have left and you were just gone, then I'm gonna have to get rid of you. Okay, I know that sounds harsh, but it's a business. This is not, this is not play, okay? The way that the pay structure is gonna work out is most of you guys will start as a junior rep for 1 or 2 tournaments. Okay, that means we'll probably be paying you about $75 for the day. When you expand to a full-time ref, you'll be bumped up to $175.